everybody, and welcome to the channel Crossing the Spiritual Streams. My name is Tandra, and today we're going to do our weekly rune reading, and today's theme is the Magician. And if you haven't seen these before, basically what we're doing is we have 3 different magician cards out here for you to choose from and decide what reading you would like to go to. So there's going to be 3 different rune readings. Also, with each reading, we're going to do our angel numbers and our Chinese tiles with that as well. And we're also going to do our oracle spheres, where you could be asking a yes or no type of question that you would like to get for the week. I would like to take this opportunity to thank everybody who has subscribed to the channel. It is free to do so. Who has liked our videos, gave me comments in the comments section, shared the channel with your friends and family, and donated to us through our PayPal link. We appreciate all of those things greatly. It's helping the channel grow, and we just wanted to give a thank you to everybody for that. Now, for those of you who haven't done these weekly readings yet, this is a timeless, not timeless reading. And what I mean by that is it is timeless in whenever you come across it, it's meant to be the energies for the following week. But we do these every week, so it could just be for the upcoming week that we post it. So that's what I mean by kind of timeless, not timeless, okay? But whenever you run across a reading and decide you'd like to see this particular reading, there should be messages in it for you or things that you can pull from it, all right? We're going to give you a moment or so to reflect on these on these cards here. We have the first one here, which is the Kitty Magician. We have the second one, that is this nice magical woman magician. And we have the third one, which is this wonderful young man magician, okay? So we have 3 different magician cards. And like I said, you pick which reading you would like to go to. We're going to give you a moment or so to reflect. When you are ready, there will be timestamps listed in the description that will lead you directly to your reading. See you there. Hello, reading 1. Welcome to your reading. And remember, we're going to do our runes. We're going to do our Chinese tiles. We're going to do our angel numbers, as well as our oracle spheres. So you can be thinking of a yes or no type of question. This is for those of you that chose the Kitty Magician card. Now, if you haven't seen these readings before, basically they're just meant to be kind of a quick overview of the energies for your upcoming week. Maybe a little bit of advice if it comes through on how to handle some of the things you might be dealing with, that kind of thing. So it's not meant to be a super in-depth reading. We do have quite a few pick-a-pile card tarot readings on the channel that are usually a little bit more in-depth and usually on a specific subject. All right, let's see what we have here for, oh wow, they're all turned over. That's always interesting when that happens. All right, so let's kind of flip these over. See what kind of energies we got. Okay, wow. Maybe some transformations happening. You know what's interesting is when they're all turned over like that, to me that almost always means the energies are a little bit more muted, a little bit more hidden, a little bit less prominent for the week. And since all of these were turned over, I would tend to get kind of an idea that maybe your week might be a little bit mundane. Not a ton going on this week, not a lot happening. But you might be preparing for some transformations coming forward based on some of these energies coming through here. Basically, you're in the mode of gestation. Ideas, things getting ready to happen in your life, things like that are kind of just still percolating. They're still under the surface. They're still just kind of moving along. You do have some destined things in the future ahead of you, but not necessarily in this upcoming week. It's things that are still forming, if that makes any sense to you guys at all. Let's see what else we might have with our Chinese tiles. It might maybe give us a little bit more insight, or maybe tell us a little bit more. Okay. We do have the one energy, which is a little bit of a leadership. It is a little bit of individualistic energies and kind of going out on your own. And we also have the number 2 sun, but it was upside down. The number 2 is a little bit more of working with partnerships, working with relationships. We also have the summer, which to me, like I said, I said sun, because when I think of summer, I think of the sun, and I think of things coming to new light. It was upside down, which tends to mean to me, once again, it's like these other energies. It is something coming forward in the future, but it's not quite there yet. Things are still working. You're still kind of on your own. You're still doing things on your own. You're still working towards this goal that might come to pass a little bit more in the summertime. Okay, now also hidden was another 2. So I do think this might have something to do with some relationships for a few of you, or partnerships, or business dealings. So it could be either a type of relationship, or it could just be a close relationship with you and somebody else. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, just a close relationship. That might just be kind of in its early beginnings, might not be real strong yet, might just be starting out. We do have the 7, which was turned over and upside down, which is kind of a little bit of a controlled chaos kind of number, and also that was shown up in the runes as well. So I do think maybe this is the calm before the storm, that this week is a little bit more calm, a little bit more muted, a little bit more, but I do think it is building up towards something a little bit more change-oriented, a little bit more chaos-oriented, a little bit more things happening coming forward. So that's kind of what was coming through in the reading there. Let's go ahead and get your oracle spheres. Basically how this works is you ask a yes or no type of question that you would like to get an answer to. And we have 4 different stands here to choose from. Okay. We have a gray, a bronze, a gold, and a green. All right. And that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you can pick by color, by number, whatever works for you, but just pick which stand you would like your answer to appear on, and then we'll get our answers. All right, let's see here. Ooh, got one already. Not now. So that kind of goes along with the energy of the reading, that things just are still percolating, not quite ready yet. But it's not necessarily a yes or no. A not sure. Whenever that one shows up, I usually think either the question wasn't very clear, or things still have to play out before an answer can be given. And based on what the reading was like, that kind of makes sense. Okay, number 3, gold, has a no. And a number 4, green, is a maybe. All right, so that's our oracle sphere answers. Now let's get our angel numbers for the week. And this works similarly in that I would like for you to pick a specific stand, or maybe a couple of stands, that you would like your specific numbers to show up for. Okay? Get these here where y'all can see them. And basically, we have 5 different stands, and you can use all 5 numbers as your lucky numbers for the week as well. Some people do that. But with your individual numbers that I was asking you to come up with here, basically, in the description, each number has a listing with specific keywords and phrases for that number. That's the energies for that number. That's either what you might, the universe either wants you to look at or focus on, or maybe some specific advice for you, or specific message for you, something that might come forward for you. The angels in the universe often talks to us through symbols and numbers and other things like that. And so this is just one way there might be some messages for you. Okay? The number 1 stand is purple, and the number is 2. The number 2 stand is red, number 3 is blue, number 4 is green, and number 5 is gold. So the number 1 purple number came out as 2. The number 2 red number came out as 8. The number 3 blue came out as 23. The number 4 green came out as 9. And the number 5 gold came out as 52. All right, so once again, that's purple 2, red 8, blue 23, green 9, and gold 52. So that is your angel numbers for the week. So I really hope that that'll be useful. If you do want to look into these numbers in more depth, you can easily type in angel number blank, like let's say you pick 23. You could type that in. It will give you all you would want to know about that number, a lot more than in depth than what we were able to do in the description. But at least it's something for you to look into if you feel like you're compelled to look into it even more deeply, like if the message is something you want to look into even more. Okay, so that's how that works. We do these readings every week. We look forward to seeing you in future videos. Please check out our other videos on the channel. Like I mentioned earlier, we have lots of timeless tarot readings out there that might be of interest to you. They're on lots of different topics. We do our weekly rune readings. We also have videos on how to read tarot cards and other videos out there that might be of interest as well. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and share this video with your friends and family. We look forward to seeing you in future readings, and may the stars guide your path. Bye-bye. Hello, Reading 2, and welcome to your rune reading for the week. You guys are the ones that chose the wonderful, magical woman magician here. And remember, we're going to do our runes. We're going to do our Chinese tiles. We're going to do our angel numbers. We also are going to do our oracle spheres, where you can be asking a yes or no type of question so you can get an answer to that. So you can be thinking. Now, those of you who haven't seen these before, basically how this works is this is just meant to be a kind of just a general overview of your upcoming week. Some of the energies you might be dealing with, maybe a little bit of specific advice if it comes through on maybe how to deal with some of that stuff. It's not meant to be super in-depth. We do have timeless tarot readings and other readings out there that are a little bit more in-depth and on specific topics than what these are. But these are just kind of meant to just kind of be just kind of your week ahead sort of thing. So let's see what we have here. Oh, lots of stuff going on here. All right. This is interesting. Okay. I see that you guys are kind of in a manifestation mode right now. I'll move these forward a little bit where y'all can see them. You're kind of in a cycle. It's time to harvest some of the, you guys, things might be coming to completion this week. You have been trying to manifest some things into your life. You've been trying to work hard towards something. You've been trying to complete something. It might not be quite ready yet. Unfortunately, some of the gains and fulfillments and other things that you would like to get might be a little delayed yet this week. But I do see that you are on the right path and you are working on this very diligently. And so just keep doing that. Just keep working towards that. Let's see what else, other information we have here that might be of use. Yeah, things are still kind of in the working out modes. These two tiles were turned over, which usually means to me they're still not quite up to the surface yet. They're still a little bit hidden. There's still things that are being worked on. You do have some gifts from the universe that are there. You just haven't been able to fully tap into them yet. Or you haven't been able to totally utilize them. You are in the right cycle, though. This rune shows that. So you are on the right path. You are doing the right thing. There is a creative force at work here. You do have some creative energies and some other things. But once again, it's still not totally come to light yet or totally come to fruition yet, but you are on the right track. So I wanted to let you guys know that. That this isn't the week that, all your dreams are going to come true or things are going to, but they are moving in that direction. And you might get some good news this week towards that, maybe if it's like a job or something that maybe something you've been putting out in the universe is, maybe you get a call back for an interview or something like that. That kind of energy is what I see for the week, is that you won't necessarily get hired this week or see the fruits of your labors of putting out stuff, but that you are on the right track, and you might see a little bit of movement towards that goal. Okay, let's see if the Childs have any other information that might help us out a little bit here. Ooh, you guys had lots of tiles. Okay. Okay, yeah, this is interesting because the West showed up here, which means you are at the ending of that cycle. You are, we were talking about cycles earlier. You are at the ending of a cycle. You are finishing up some stuff. That's kind of what the week is dealing with, is finishing up things. And you have the East here, which would be moving towards the new cycle and towards the sunrise and the new thing, but it's not quite upright yet. So as you can see here with that, is you're still in the ending mode. You're still in that part of the cycle, but you are moving in the right direction, okay? And it's interesting here with the 8. 8s to me almost always denote something to do with business or work, so I do feel like this might be work related that we're talking about. Also the 9 here also shows getting towards the end of a cycle, because the 9s are the last number before we kind of start over with the 10, with the 1 again. And it isn't totally upright, but it is here, and it was face forward. So you are really getting towards that ending. Let's see what else we have here. Oh, yeah. Okay. That's interesting. That makes sense. We do have the 1 of coins here, which once again would kind of lend me to believe this might be a little bit more work-oriented for some of you. It was turned over, but it is a 1, which is a new start, new beginning. So you are going towards the ending and getting towards the new beginning, which was still upside down, but it's now, it is coming forward. So you're on the right track. You're just not quite there yet. It's interesting. We also talked a little bit about creativity and whatnot with some of this earlier, and this is showing that as well, that there might be some creativity involved in this endeavor, but it's not, either the ideas haven't totally bubbled up to the surface, or you haven't totally completed the project, or something along those lines, but there is some creativity involved in it. Okay. This 9 here, being upside down and turned over, just once again shows you're towards the end of that cycle, but you're just not quite there yet. That is still kind of on its way. So kind of the whole reading is kind of just showing that you're kind of completing things this week, and they may not even totally end this week, but you are working towards that end and working towards that goal. Let's go ahead and get your Oracle Sphere question. And basically how this works is there's 4 different stands here: bronze, gray, green, and gold. You ask a yes or no type of question that you would like to get an answer to. You decide which stand you would like your answer to appear on, and then we'll get our answers. Okay, the number 1 bronze is a yes. The number 2 gray is a not likely. Sometimes they pop out on me and I don't see it, but it didn't do that. So number 3 green is a probable, and number 4 gold is a not now. All right, so those are your answers there. Now let's get our angel numbers. Basically how this works is very similar to the Oracle spheres. We have 5 different stands here to pick from, and I would like for you to pick one specific stand for your specific number, or maybe a couple if you feel compelled to do so. And we have gold, green, red, purple, and blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And basically, I'm going to pull out 5 numbers. And all 5 numbers can be your lucky numbers for the week, and you can utilize them as such. But I would like you to pick maybe one stand to have a specific number, or a couple of stands to have specific numbers come to you that would be specific messages for you, or specific advice, or something that you might be focusing on for the week that would be a little bit more detailed. In the description, each number has specific keywords and phrases associated with that number. So when you get your number, you can go to the description, look at it, and see what it has to say. Also, after you get your numbers, if you feel really compelled to look into it more in depth, you can go out to the internet and type in angel number, blank, whatever number that you want to look up. And it will tell you more about it. You could learn, read pages on specific numbers of their specific meanings and what the angels might be trying to tell you if they're showing you this number frequently or whatever. Angels often talk to us through symbols and through numbers, and that's why I like to do this in the readings, because I think this is a good way to get some specific messages that might be helpful to us. All right, the number 1 gold is 48. Number 2 green is 19. Number 3 red is 46. Number 4 purple is 41. And number 5 blue is number 1. All right, so interesting range of numbers there. All right, so number 1 gold is 48. Number 2 green is 19. Number 3 red is 46. Number 4 purple is 41. And number 5 blue is number 1. All right, guys, so that is what we have for this week. Remember to check out our other videos. We have lots of timeless tarot readings out there on lots of topics that might be of interest. We have videos on how to read tarot cards and videos on other spiritual topics that might be of interest to you. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and share the channel with your friends and family. All those things are very useful to us, and we appreciate them greatly. Once again, we do these every week on Mondays, and so we look forward to seeing you in your future readings, and may the stars guide your path. Bye-bye. Hello, everybody, and welcome to your reading for reading 3. Those of you that chose the young man magician here. Now remember, we're going to do our runes, our Chinese tiles, our angel numbers for the week, and our oracle spheres, where basically you ask a yes or no type of question and get an answer to it. All right, now remember, if you've not ever seen these readings before, basically they're not meant to be crazy in-depth readings. They're mostly just for the energies of the week ahead, some things that you might be dealing with, or maybe some specific advice if there's something you might be dealing with that might be useful if that comes through. So just kind of to let you know some of the energies of what you might be dealing with in the upcoming week. Okay, so that's what this reading is specifically for. We do have timeless tarot readings on the channel that are meant to be a little bit more in depth, and usually on specific topics or other things that might be helpful. So just to let you know that. All right, let's see what our runes have to say today. All right. Interesting. Okay. Looks like you guys might be having some things happening this week. It looks like you're going to get some knowledge this week, or be able to utilize your knowledge that you have this week on something, and maybe even be able to manifest something, or be able to bring something to fruition. Really be the magician this week. We'll look at what our other runes have to say about that too, but that looks like that's the energy that came up right away, is some fire knowledge, some fire creativity kind of thing, and some manifestation. So the fact that both of those came up and they were upright as well kind of shows me that you're going to be very passionate about something this week, or really get involved with something. Now let's see what else we have. Now these were all turned over, and they're all sideways, which is very interesting. I always find that really interesting. But when they're turned over, that usually means that the energy is a little bit muted or a little bit bubbling up under the surface or just not quite ready to come forth yet. So whatever it is you're going to get fired up and passionate about this week, there might be more to it that's still under the surface, some more things there. We do have some intuition that was kind of bubbling up under the surface. There is a birthing of new ideas and new things and new beginnings and new starts. It was still kind of under the surface. We do have the victory and the warrior that was also still kind of under the surface energy. So kind of all of those things, and even the transformation was under the surface. So I think whatever these ideas are, whatever this new passion, this newfound ideas, maybe I can get some really good sparks of inspiration and ideas this week. And you won't be able to totally act on them or totally, but they're going to be new and they're going to be beginning and they're going to be exciting and they're going to be something, but totally bringing them to fruition won't happen. It might be something that's a little bit more of a long-term project, something that's going to take a little bit more energy, a little bit more than 1 week can really do. But I do see the birth of something new and exciting and different, and that victory, that warrior energy, that bringing about this thing that you're really going to put your heart and soul into is there. Also some transformation. This is a transforming energy. This is something that's going to transform you big. So this could be a really big thing that you come to mind for you. It could be a new project that you're thinking about doing, a new idea of how to change something in your life. It could be about anything really, but it's going to be a spark of inspiration, and it's going to be something that's going to make you feel very passionate. You're going to be very passionate about it. It's something that you're going to be excited to do and get started on. So that's kind of the idea I feel there coming forward. Let's see what our Chinese titles have to say. Maybe it will bring forth a little bit more information for us, or tell us a little bit more. Okay, interesting. The north popped up and it was straight up. What I think about when I think of north is I think of moving straight up, moving, forward, and going forward with something. So yeah, this is definitely something you're going to be very passionate about. It might be a partnership. That's possible with the 2 showing up here. And that could be a work-related partnership. It could be a relationship of some sort. Or it could be you get excited about a new person that you would like to start a relationship with. That's possible. Or it could just be a union of some sort. Or anything. The 2 energy often is a building energy, okay? So it doesn't even have to be a relationship. You just might be building something and working towards something, which, kind of was the energy we had a little bit here earlier. We also have the number 9 upside down. The 9s usually show a little bit more towards completion and a little bit more of that kind of energy, but also it was upside down. And it's interesting because what I can see with this 9 here, it's kind of showing me that this is a long-term thing. This is something that you get the spark and the inspiration this week and you're really passionate about it and you work towards it, but it's not something you're going to be able to complete this week. And we've kind of mentioned that earlier anyway, but this just kind of shows that to me. It's more of a long-term thing. It's more of something that's going to transform your life. It's more of something that's going to change who you are and how you think about the world and what you do things. So this is kind of an exciting week. I would love to hear what you guys' ideas are. I'd love to hear what you come up with because that sounds so exciting. All right, let's go ahead and get your oracle spheres. And basically what this is you ask a yes or no type of question that you'd like to get an answer to. We have 4 different stands here, 1, 2, 3, and 4, gray, bronze, gold, and green. And you can pick by number, color, or whatever you want, but you pick whatever stand you would like your answer to appear on, and then we get our answers. All right, number 1, gray, is a not likely. Number 2, bronze, is a yes. Number 3, gold, is a not sure. And number 4, green, is a not sure. Now, whenever the not sures pop up, I always think either the question wasn't very clear, so it was hard to get an answer, or that there's things that still need to play out before an answer can be given, because it might change the outcome, how things work out. Because remember, we all have free will, we all have things that happen, and usually certain things have to fall in place before something else can happen. Let's get our angel numbers, and basically this works similarly in that we have 5 different stands here to choose from. We have gold, green, red, purple, and blue. And I would like for you to pick 1 or 2, maybe even as many as 3 stands that you would like your angel number to appear on. And what I like to do with that is down in the description, each of the numbers have a listing and has its keywords and key phrases associated with that number. And when you pick your stand and you get your number, you can go down there and you can look, and it can give you an idea of what energies the angels want you to focus on or think about for the week, or maybe a specific message or something for you to look into a little bit more. It's a little bit more of a in-depth message specifically for you, is the way I like to look at that. Like I said, you can't pick more than 1 stand if you feel like you really need to do that, because there may be more than 1 message there for you. That does happen. Also, you can use all 5 stands, all the numbers, as your lucky numbers for the week or whatever. Basically, this can be used however works best for you, whatever you feel like you need to do. Also, when you get your number, if you feel really compelled to find out even more about it than what little bit we could put in the description, you can just go out to the internet and type in angel number and then put the number that you want to find out more about. And you can find out a ton about each number specifically. It'll tell you all kinds of things about what that number means, or some messages it might be imparting and that kind of thing. So there you go. All right, number 1, gold, is a 33. That is a great manifestation number and creativity number. So I really like that that showed up in this reading for some of you guys. Number 2, green, is a 40. Number 3, red, is a 2. Number 4, purple, is a 39. And number 5, blue, is a 17. All right, guys. So number 1, gold, is 33. Number 2, green, is 40. Number 3, red, is 2. Number 4, purple, is 39. And number 5, blue, is 17. So there's your angel numbers for the week. All right, guys. I hope this reading was useful to you. I hope you had some good messages come through for you. Don't forget to check out our other videos on the channel. We have lots of timeless tarot readings on lots of different topics, as well as other videos on other spiritual topics that might be of interest to you as well. Don't forget, we do these readings every week on Monday, so come back every week to get your weekly reading. We do appreciate that. Don't forget to hit the like button and share the channel with your friends and family, and leave us comments in the comments section. All of those things help the channel grow, and we very much appreciate all those things. Okay, guys, we look forward to seeing you in your future readings, and may the stars guide your path. Bye-bye.